In this video, we're going to talk about the iLearn website and how to navigate it to complete the Science of Happiness class. As I talked about in the YouTube for the syllabus, the structure of the class is self-paced. So basically, if you can see this iLearn website, if it's live, then you can start doing all the different tasks. Again, there's 20 of them. When you finish them and you're happy with your grade, then you're essentially done with the class. And that can be done anytime between June 6th and July 8th. July 8th at 11:59, the class closes and all grades are final at that point. Okay, so each of these sections, there's a topic heading. Of course, the first one is just the management. So we talked a little bit about this earlier. If you wanted to look at the syllabus, you would just click on the PDF to see the syllabus, and it would pop up, and then you would read about it. You can also watch the YouTube on the syllabus. Here it is. It loads a little bit slowly. This particular video is loading slowly.
Welcome to Psychology 443, the Science of Happiness, the online version.
So you can watch the entire YouTube here. I want to note that I go pretty quickly through the YouTube because I only have about 10 minutes, and I think for the most part you can just rewatch them if you would like to. And then I didn't have a really good place to put this, but if you want to take part in the SONA studies over the summer, you can do this extra credit question. If you click on this, you'll notice that it basically, this is talking about how I'm in the progress of doing a preview. Yours will look a little bit different, but if you click on this link here, you'll see the questions that you need to answer. So after you finished all your SONA studies, you will type in here your answers to all these questions and you'll submit it. You'll notice that it's an extra credit section in your gradebook, so there's nothing here. If you do nothing, you just get 0 points. If you do all 3 studies, you get up to 15, but again, if you do 0 studies, it doesn't impact your grade. Okay, so let's say you want to start by doing the first task, which is Chapter 1, What is Positive Psychology? You can click here and you'll download the lecture notes. Those lecture notes appear to be downloading pretty slowly because they're pretty big, so I'll just keep talking. After that, you'll notice there are URLs. One URL is for the first half of the lecture. The second URL is for the second half of the lecture. My advice is for you to either read through the slides and look at the URLs first and then read the chapter, or vice versa, or whatever you really feel comfortable with. So you'll notice that the PowerPoint slides will open up here. You'll see what I would have presented in a lecture, and these are actually the slides that you'll also see in your videos. So here is the first half of the first lecture, YouTube for this.
Yet the gross national product does not allow for the health of our children, the quality of their education, or the joy of their play.
So that's the first half of the lecture, and then the second half of the lecture is just right here.
Okay, so we left off with this graphic here in our...
And once you've done read the chapter and you looked at the different slides and you've watched the 2 lectures, you may want to watch these optional videos. I may or may not pull questions from these optional videos, but they are by experts in the field on topics that were not given, I think, enough credit or enough depth in the book. A lot of them are great. Many of them are TED Talks, as you can see here. This one is by Marty Seligman, the founder of positive psychology. It is a little bit longer, so you may want to watch that. I tried to find videos that are somewhere between about 5 minutes and 30 minutes. And then basically when you're ready, you can take the first quiz and click on the quiz. And this will not say, it'll say take the quiz now. It says preview because of my version of it. You click on this button here. It tells you that you have up to 3 attempts and you're about to start a new attempt. So you click on the attempt, and then there are all the multiple choice questions, right? So you read the question, you answer A, B, C, or D, you click next, and then when you're all finished, it's going to tell you what your score is out of 20. You have an hour and a half to do this. And if you're happy with your score, you're finished. If you would like to retake the test, there's a short delay and then you can retake it. I tell you which questions you got wrong, but not what the answers are. The questions will be rotating and the answer choices will be rotating as well. So you really do have to learn the material to take the quiz well. But most people I would say most people took the quiz more than once and ended up with a grade they're really happy with. The second part you'll see here, this is the happiness assessment. There's an entire URL on this as well. So you will click and download the Word doc. Then you can watch the instructional video. And then when you've finished it, you're going to write up a self-reflection. This self-reflection, again, this is going to look a little different on your screen. But here are all the prompts that you have to write in. You'll click down here, write your prompt. At the end of the week, I'll provide you with a score and some feedback. You have up to 2 times to actually complete this if you're not happy with your score. So that's the website for our class. Again, it's self-paced. You can just keep going through. Each of these sections corresponds with a chapter. Each section has a PowerPoint, URLs to watch, some optional videos, and sometimes there's also PDFs of articles that were talked about in the chapter. So if you have any questions on how to navigate the website, ask me. There's probably a button somewhere on here for you to look at your grade. If I click on the button over here, it says grades. It'll show you all of your grades, which of course I can't show you. So email me if you have any questions on how to navigate the website or what your current grade is, and make sure you complete all your work by July 8th.